Born as a penguin, you are bound to feel beautiful and cute, but that is unlikely to be the story from day one. You're born in a place that is cold, fiercely cold. Given a chance, you'd shut your eyelids, but that you cannot do. The control over eyelids is yet to arrive. Let's face it. When born, you are little more than a wet sack of fluff and bones. Your dad keeps you company during this time, but the poor chap has likely not had a meal for 2 months. Your birth as a penguin entails no warm welcomes. A blizzard welcomed you when you got cracking and made your way out of your egg with only a pair of feet to balance yourself. So, this is your world for now. You're still in your dad's brood pouch, waiting for your mom to arrive, who is off on a sea vacation to get you some food. But your dad gives you some company as he braves the cold on an ice sheet in Antarctica with temperature falling as low as -60 degrees. Besides you, who keeps your dad company? He's surrounded by thousands of other penguin dads just like himself. Each is cradling to a wiggly ball of disappointment, just like you, with all penguin dads bound together by their mutual suffering. This is a time when you may want to cry, but all you can do is emit a loud, pitched squeak. This, too, won't prevent the cold from getting to deep within your soul. Walking and swimming are distant dreams for now, and even thermoregulation is beyond question. But what you can do is sit there and hope your dad doesn't fall asleep, standing up, and accidentally roll you off his toes. If this does happen, your short, cold life will end in about 20 seconds. Your only piece of fashion at this time is your downy fluff, but that does little to keep you warm. Despite your pulse, it is difficult to define your existence to be more than a damp feather duster. The onus now lies over your dad to not move wrong or sneeze, as this will turn you into an ice cube. You will then be denied from ever attaining your dad's towering presence, which typically varies between 3 feet and 5 feet. Talking about meals, there's not much to talk about. Your dad's fasting since before you were an egg. For sustenance, you have the mucus cocktail stored in your dad's esophagus. It is best to define it as penguin spit pudding, and that will be your first meal. Out of choices, enjoy it as though you were having gourmet fish. If you choose to define this experience as daycare, remember, things are generally better. But wait, your mom has now returned. She looks bloated and smells like fish, but she can now give you your very first real meal. So, what's for menu? Another regurgitated mess, sorry, but this time over, it will have chunks of seafood. Come on, give your dad a break. He's been through the avian version of 60-day endurance challenge. You'll see him waddling off to the ocean to refill his calorie tank. But you now have your mother for company. This is a new phase in your life. Congratulations. The weather is still pretty cold, but you will now no longer need to be squashed under your dad's belly. It is time to move on and be a part of Penguin Baby Gang. You'll be in the midst of dozens of gray and fuzzy bodies, all confused for some reason. They'll huddle together to keep themselves warm. Being a toddler, you'll occasionally fall. But once you fall, it might take hours to get back up again. Obviously, you'll want to go without being trampled in the meantime. Life will be kind enough to ensure that there will be no shortage of predators. As you spend time with your fellow baby penguins, you might occasionally find skuas and giant petrels patrolling the skies. Make no mistake, these guys are winged nightmares, and when they find a straggler, they'll snatch it. The only safeguard against these guys is to always make sure that you are safely tucked in right in the middle of your fluffy mob. So, don't be too far away from the crowd at any time, as that will make you lunch. So, yes, unity is strength for you, but only to an extent. Other chicks won't care if you go missing. They'll observe a minute of silence. But this will be the time when they recover from the shock of having seen a predator. They won't be mourning your absence as such. You'll notice that for some time now, Cold and predators have been the biggest challenges that you need to face and survive. A new phase in life awaits you again. Welcome. You'll grow bigger now and start losing you chick fluff. This should be defined as your teenage years. You'll be a confused teenager who looks like a molting pillow. You'll notice that you've begun to shed fur, losing fluff in clumps, leaving bald patches behind. The patchy, feathery look you always adored. Teenage in penguins is associated with itchiness. You are likely to feel awkward as you are still not waterproof. All across you, you'll observe, adults seem like sleek missiles when they dive into the ocean. At this time, you sneeze when the wind is cold. The key struggle in life is to prevent starvation. Interestingly, this is a phase when getting into the water is not advisable and recommendable. So eating too is out of question. Since you wouldn't be diving, no fish for you. Sorry. Penguin puberty is always associated with a crash diet. Weeks will pass and you will lose feathers and weight. But you do get something, which is bone-aching sense of disappointment. Adult life does kick in eventually, making you sleek and waterproof. In terms of wardrobe choices, you'll forever be found in your black and white tuxedo. You'll be the penguin the world knows you to be. Picture perfect. Speaking of challenges in life, you will now be expected to swim. No lessons. Just dive and begin swimming. Strange, isn't it? You won't take up swimming as a hobby, though. You'll find your food or die trying. You'll find it difficult to appreciate that while you are in the sea looking for food, a few of the predators waiting for you perceive you as a snack wrapped in slippery feathers. While you will dive into the sea looking for fish, krill, or squid, predators like orcas and leopard seals will be looking for you. This is a buffet of terror. Just that the activity repeats itself every day. This goes on for years. Eat, swim, and dodge predators. That's what a penguin's life is all about.